Tune in Wednesdays at 4 p.m. for Do You Wanna Dance? The show that helps you realize how simple it is to go from wallflower dreamer to confident center of the stage dancer. Whether it's the first dance as husband and wife or another option for date night, Sophia in Sapphire will help jumpstart your dancing journey and transform your experience into a personal expression of what makes you, you.
Tune in Wednesdays at 4 p.m. to Vegas All Night Radio and let me help you go from nerdy to flirty and learn how simple it is to turn your dreams into reality on the Do You Wanna Dance radio show.
This is Vegas All Net Radio, the final frontier of free speech. Welcome to Do You Wanna Dance with Sophia in Sapphire. Learn how simple it is to go from wallflower dreamer to confident center of the stage dancer. Whether it's the first dance as husband and wife or another option for date night, we'll help you go from nerdy to flirty, jumpstarting your dancing journey and transforming your experience into a personal expression of what makes you, you. And now, your host for Do You Wanna Dance, Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome to the Do You Wanna Dance radio show. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live on VegasAllNetRadio.com. We are live every Wednesday at 4 p.m., and this show is about inspiring you, helping you get out there, jump-starting your dancing journey, making the most out of your first dance experience. We have tips and tricks to show you how to get from nerdy to flirty. Today we have a super special guest joining us, someone who will show you how to enjoy your stress-free, time-rich life through dance and mastery of business and marketing strategy. He runs a private consulting firm with top-tier companies around the world, helping them set up campaigns that dominate their respective marketplaces. And he will be joining us, so please stay tuned, as we will introduce William Meers of Meers Venture Productions to you shortly. If you missed a show, please visit our website, sophiainsapphire.com, to have access to archives and downloads. Like us on Facebook, Sophia in Sapphire, to be personally invited to our events, classes, and meetups. Co-hosting with me today is Magic Al Jensen. Al, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Sophia. My favorite hour of the week has arrived. 4 o'clock on Wednesday. My favorite hour of the week, yes.
It's not a Friday.
No. 4 o'clock Wednesdays is my favorite time because I get to be here in studio with you for the Do You Wanna Dance radio show.
Well, that's good to hear. We've been having a series of really good and strong guests.
I've got to be honest with you. I think the last 20 shows that we've done have been the best ever. We've had a string of 20 awesome shows.
So today is our 20th episode.
That's right.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Last week, we did have two special guests, Lum Reichhardt and Brianna Michelle, and they were beauty specialists.
That's right.
And talked to us a little bit.
Boudoir photographer.
Yeah, about confidence and how that relates and how important that is to portray image and beauty.
Exactly.
Because beauty is a lot of times not external, but internal.
It begins from within, I think, is what we determined during our conversation last week. It begins
from within.
It begins from within.
And talking about that from within, did you know, Al, that dancing makes you smarter?
I have heard that. I have heard that dancing makes you smarter. In fact, we have talked about this before, but I don't think we've ever really had any, substantive research or articles or anything to point to. I mean, we've made the claim that dancing makes you smarter. But today, I think we have come across some documentation, some studies, some people who have really determined that dancing really does make you smarter.
We will lay down the facts today.
Yes, let's do.
And if you've heard before, use it or lose it.
I've heard that before.
It's quite true.
Yes.
Okay, so there's I was combing around the internet and found this article. It's actually posted on Stanford Dance,
right,
on their website, and it talks about how dancing increases cognitive acuity at all ages. And there was a 21-year study of senior citizens, 75 years and older, and they were trying to figure out what kind of methods they could do to ward off dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So
which are horrible, horrible diseases, I might say.
Right. And then, so the study involved, reading books, writing for pleasure, crossword puzzles, playing cards, playing musical instruments, and they studied physical activities such as playing tennis or golf and housework. And
bicycling, swimming, things like that.
Yeah, and what was surprising about the study was that almost none of these physical activities appear to offer any protection against dementia.
Right, because it's dementia attacks the brain.
Right, even though there was cardiovascular benefits.
Right.
But, so here are the stats. So for reading, it reduced 35% risk of dementia.
For those people who read frequently, it stimulated to the mind to the point where it would have a 35% likelihood of reducing the risk of dementia.
Right. Bicycling and swimming, 0.
None.
Crossword puzzles, at least 4 days a week, 47%.
Yeah, because that, engages the mind and helps to keep the mind, a little bit fluid. So that makes sense, 47%.
And playing golf, 0.
Oh, that's too bad.
Dancing, 76%.
That is amazing.
So that was the greatest risk reduction of any activity studied, cognitive or physical.
Absolutely, because it involves both the body and the mind when we dance. Is that right?
It's true. So the reason, question is why dance? Well, the neuroplasticity of our brains means our brain constantly rewires its neural pathways as needed, and if it doesn't need to, it won't.
Right.
And the thing is, with dance, there are so many things that happen at once. You have to make split-second decisions.
Mm-hmm.
What you're going to do, what you're deciding to do next, is anybody in your way? What's the musical counts? What about your partner? Where are you looking?
Right. So there is a whole lot going on between the ears when we're dancing, over and above simply the foot and the arm and body movements.
Yeah, I do believe so.
That is amazing. Now, this wasn't done by just some ragtag group of guys sitting down at Venice Beach, drinking beer. This was led by the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York City. So, these are some real people over 21 years made this study happen.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool that they actually spent that time to figure it out, because a lot of times we, as we age, I'm sure sometimes we think that things are irreversible, even as, I'm aging too.
No, you are not aging.
Well, I'm always thinking of, how do I reverse it? Well, I have to start early, right? So.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So my point being is, the fact that I'm dancing, I've noticed personal benefits of my mind.
So you're literally getting younger. Every year we're going to take a year off, and we're going to have, 1 year less for your birthday.
The more I dance, the sharper my brain.
The more you dance, the sharper your brain, and the younger you become.
Yeah, and what's cool is I've also taught seniors. My oldest student was 92 years old.
Thanks for not looking directly at me
when
you said seniors.
But I did look at you. And what was cool is, they would come around to the class, and a lot of times curious, and you could see some of them were just worn down or, unenthused, uninspired. And after taking on a hobby that ignites their brain cells and, they get to...
Their body and their brain
Yeah,
together.
And they get to connect with another human being, I really drastically noticed the sharpness of some of these people, their brains. And I would dance with some of them. I would teach Argentine tango in the Bay Area every week.
Argentine tango to seniors. I want to see the video on that one.
I have videos.
Awesome.
I should post it.
Yeah.
So there's this couple, they, barely moving, but they're, doing the kicks in between the legs and the taps, and it's the cutest thing. And you would think that, based on their size and their height, that it wouldn't work, but they make it work, and they're like on fire,
Awesome.
so excited. So, intelligence, that's important to preserve, and definitely through dance, you can do so.
That is awesome. I mean, I've heard it said, but now we actually have a study to back it up that says that very specifically, literally, you can have a 76% reduction in the likelihood of dementia-related disease and Alzheimer-related problems through dance, because it combines the neurotransmitters in the brain and the body, and it just keeps those pathways clear. And like you said earlier, it helps the brain, allow the brain to rewire itself, and that's what the brain needs to maintain, its defenses against dementia.
So there's, an analogy. The more stepping stones there are across the creek, the easier it is to cross in your own style.
That makes sense. I like that.
So do whatever you can to create new neural paths. Once the brain cells die and the, synapses weaken with aging, what they say is that the nouns go first. So that's why, forgetting of names and places, things like that. But those who, spend their lives trying different mental routes, creating different possible paths, they always have several paths left and can keep engaging their brain.
Absolutely. I love it. I mean, not only do we talk about the physical attributes of dance, but today the mental attributes and the mental benefits of dancing. And I think it's time that we bring in our first guest, who has actually been to a number of your meetup groups and has taken some lessons. And he has actually drawn some parallels between what he does in the workaday world as a business consultant and dance, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's start by bringing in a really nice guy who is a professional business consultant, who is a good dancer. I know also that he is a speaker, and again, a really nice guy. So welcome to the show, William Meers.
Hey, great to be here.
All right.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So, you are a very special guest because you have these two separate worlds that you kind of meander between in terms of like the creative dance side that I kind of opened up to you. And then, the very logical and successful business that you run, which is business and marketing strategy. So tell us a little bit more about what you do.
My objective is to implement the most efficient way to get from point A to point B being more money in the end of a business. I work with many different types of businesses to achieve that. And as you said before, I did notice some similarities. I guess we'll get to that in a little bit. I'm excited about that between dance and business. So for businesses looking to increase their revenues, it's sometimes just a matter of getting those similarities to neural pathways together and having more stepping stones to achieve their objective. And that's my goal, is to help them increase those stepping stones, as you so eloquently put.
So that's essentially what you do, is you help businesses, large, small, both online and brick and mortar stores, help them recognize opportunities to achieve greater financial rewards without having to spend a whole lot of extra money. Is that right?
You nailed it. That's
wow.
It.
Awesome.
I could be your marketing guy.
Well, we look forward to hearing more. We have to segue into our first commercial break, so stay with us. We will be right back after these messages.
Feel Feel free to get up and dance while we take a quick break for these commercial messages.
Tonight we dance.
Are you sick and tired of not seeing consistent growth in your business and feel like you're spinning your wheels no matter how hard you keep working? If you're ready to finally do something about it so you can start enjoying your life more, then listen up. My name is William Meers, and I'm the founder of Meers Venture Productions and creator of the popular MVP strategy to reveal 3 of my most powerful business acceleration strategies with you when you pick up the phone and call me. Together, we can create that magical growth you've been chasing after. So what are you waiting for? Give me a call, 1-800-411-6472, and let's take your business to a whole new level.
It's the first dance of the rest of your life. So experience all the joy and capture your unity. These memories will last forever as pictures and stories passed on by family and friends. You deserve a perfect moment that focuses on the 2 of you. Give your guests the gift of shared heartbeats. This is your first family story, the first intimate embrace, and the first timeless accomplishment together. You're dancing for each other, so go ahead, take him into your arms.
The experience is so special. The Sophia and Sapphire experts are like dance superheroes. They make it fun, easy, and comfortable. They're professional, passionate, and have a playful company culture. No lesson is the same. They break it down, and the experience is tailored to you. The milestones are exciting. Fear and intimidation no more. It's like no other. Fill out the Get Started form and get started with the Sophia and Sapphire Dance Superheroes today.
Hi, it's Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire, here with a personal invitation to join me every week for my How to Dance in Real Life Situations beginner class. Begin your journey from nerdy to flirty while you learn how to make dance more than just a one-time thing. Join my How to Dance in Real Life Situations meetup at meetup.com and visit sophiainsapphire.com for more information. Are you seeking a great way to rekindle the romance with your significant other? Increase your intimacy while also having fun? Spend some quality time and learn how to dance. Improve your verbal and nonverbal communications with your partner. Do it in a way that will both mentally and physically reconnect you with each other. Enhance the romance and the excitement. Spice up your relationship and learn to dance. Visit sophiainsapphire.com or call 1-888-640-0202 to discover your elixir. Why dance lessons, of course.
Are you funny? Do you want to be funnier? Want more laughs from your speech, business presentation, or act? I'm Big Magic Al Jensen, and in addition to being a radio show host, I perform my comedy magic act on stages across Las Vegas and cruise ships around the world. I've consulted and coached humorous speech contest winners, stage performers, and business professionals who want to bring more humor to their conversations and presentations. I can do the same for you with my program, Funny Just Got Easier. One-on-one coaching, group classes, and workshops are available. Whether you want to be funnier in front of an audience or just in conversation, Funny Just Got Easier is the simple and quick way to kick up your humor. Check out funnyjustgoteasier.com for more information on personal coaching and workshop dates. That's funnyjustgoteasier.com.
Hi, Sophia. This is Anne. And I'm calling because my husband surprised me with dance lessons at Sophia in Sapphire, and we had a marvelous time. I never in a million years thought that I would be able to salsa. I can't believe that Jim was in for it, and we both had so much fun. Since then, we have been going out on dates just so we can salsa, and it's really changed our world. So thanks again, Sophia. We had a lot of fun. You're a very patient teacher, and I can't wait to take the next lesson.
Welcome back to Do You Wanna Dance? Once again, your host, Sophia in Sapphire. Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live to the Do You Wanna Dance radio show. Don't forget, you could find us on sophiainsapphire.com for past episodes and downloads. Also, if you would like to be invited to our events, please like us on Facebook, Sophia in Sapphire. So, today we have a very special guest. He runs a private consulting firm with top-tier companies around the world, helping them set up campaigns that dominate their respective marketplaces. For over 10 years, he's been responsible for hundreds of clients implementing successful marketing strategies, and his MVP strategy is known the world over for its immediate profit results. He loves to dance, has a big heart, and an even bigger smile. So please help me welcome William to the show.
Oh, don't we have any sound effects
I
and
know.
applause? I mean, we got yay! Wow, that seems like just the way you wrote it. Is that right, William?
That is.
That
Yes.
is awesome.
So, that was quite long-winded, I know, but I hope I introduced you well. How in the world did you start dancing?
Oh, I met a friend of mine, I didn't meet a friend of mine. I was at a friend's engagement party, actually, and that's how I actually met you, Sophia. I met my future dance instructor, who was one of the few locals at the party that evening, and I was just taken back by the fact that you had a radio show. Like, you went to the nines to market your business, and that always stands out in my book based on what I do for a living. And when you handed me a nice little postcard that said, "Do you want to dance radio show?" and it had this couple that looked like they were really into and enjoying dancing, I had to listen in and find out more. So I actually started listening to the show. I'm an avid listener of the Do You Want to Dance radio show. And from there I said, I really got to look into this dancing thing. And so you and I had our first intro lesson, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
So
cool.
Tell us, that's a great thing to hear, but why was it one of the best decisions you've ever made?
I've always wanted to dance, but I've always been that guy who, when a group of friends says, "Hey, let's go to the club," or "Let's go dancing," and I'm like, "You guys have fun," because I'm not going with you, because I just did not know how to dance. And to the
so
point
were you the
where,
nerdy guy who was sitting at the table, guarding the drinks all night long?
Yeah, big nerd, huge nerd, and now I'm working on going to flirty.
Yeah?
Yes.
Making
the
that transition from nerdy to flirty. Next thing you know, you're going to be a babe magnet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait.
Because we've had that moniker has been shared as well. Someone who has taken lessons from Sophia says, now I'm a babe magnet.
I can see how that works.
Yeah.
I really can. After several lessons, I totally get that.
So, okay, you've taken several lessons. Tell us maybe about one or two of the dances that you enjoy the most.
Oh, that's easy. I love the foxtrot.
The foxtrot.
I do, yes. The foxtrot.
I don't recall even having talked about the foxtrot.
Really?
I mean, foxtrot sounds okay, but I like to say salsa, so I was hoping you would say salsa.
Foxtrot is your Frank Sinatra. It's the elegant long dress dance that travels around the floor. You make laps.
I like
It's
the
very
foxtrot
jazzy.
dance. Yeah.
And it's like casual, like a walk in the park, but you're
All right.
foxtrotting.
All right.
Yeah, it's a very laid back and a word I use, chill dance. Just fun. Nothing but fun. No competition feel or fast pace. It's just nice and smooth and,
All right.
and very elegant.
That makes sense. And in addition to the foxtrot,
I would say my next pick would probably be the rumba.
the rumba.
I do like
Ooh,
that. Yeah.
the romantic rumba.
All right. I was going to ask why, but after Sophia explained it to me,
We could still ask why.
I think we get, okay, why do you like the rumba?
The rumba's a little more fast-paced for me, but it's right there on the edge where I feel like I can learn a lot and still enjoy dancing in general. Mm-hmm. So I just like the style of dance and the music that you dance to, or the type of music you dance to with a Roomba.
Now, earlier you had said something that kind of intrigued me. You said that that you think successful businesses are much like dance in a variety of ways. And I can't wait to hear you explain how you think that successful businesses are related to dance. I mean, how do those two come together?
You know, I think more accurately, I probably should have been more direct on that, and that is that business is a dance of sorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so business is like dance in the terms of what you need to do, what you think about. It activates multiple parts of your brain similarly as to dance. I don't know if it's 76%. That's amazing, by the way. But it is a very active environment in things that you do. So everything from, pacing, partnerships, relationships, the giving and taking. You need to know whether you're actually leading or if your partner's leading. You need to know the moves. A lot of it comes down to timing and being able to just know things like the back of your hand for dance.
And that's
and
the
for
most
business.
important. I think timing is everything. But FYI, if you cannot dance to time at a competition, for example, you're disqualified.
Oh, wow.
It's not like who danced the best on time. It's like if you're not on time, nobody gives you time of day.
Goodness. Yeah,
So-
that makes sense. I mean, you're either on time in business, physically, or on the phone you're in time hitting on all cylinders, or you're not making deals happen.
Well, when you made that comment, what immediately came to my mind was, as a business, you have to be in tune with what your client is saying to you, the cues and the clues that they are giving you about what they want, what they expect, what they desire from your business. And if you come to the marketplace with what you think is the right product, the right service, without regard for your business partner, aka your customer, then, you are just being an idiot. You've got to listen and watch for the cues and the clues that your customers give you. And when you pay attention to their clues, yes, you're leading, but you're also paying attention to what the customer wants. They want it in blue, not just the black color that you make it available in. They want to be able to pay via credit card or time payments, not just simply in cash. You have to listen to them and take their cues if you're going to have a successful business relationship. Is that a fair way to describe it?
That's more than fair. More than fair. Absolutely. I would say on another level that to make the experience more enjoyable between yourself and the client when in relation to dancing, when you get the moves right, dancing is so much fun because you're making it happen together in that partnership. And the same thing happens in business when you're on the phone, when you're in person and you're making a deal or you're executing on that deal. It really makes that difference when you're not over pushing your boundaries or you're meeting people where they are. It's very important.
So you've talked about the parallel between dancing and business, but is there anything in particular or any experience in particular that made you kind of go like, and relate it back into your life and business?
Absolutely. There's a couple of main areas, specifically effective communication and communication on all different levels. So, body language, how I say things, so tonality, and then what I'm saying, all the way down to having more patience. Understanding that it takes two to tango. But, sorry for the pun. I know that was horrible. But the idea is...
don't be sorry. We've used it many times.
Okay. So the infinite patience, I call it, is, also known as unconditional love or things along those lines. Those are very important foundation principles and key principles to run your business off of or to come to learning dance with.
Awesome. Well, we will definitely expand more on that, but we have to segue into our next commercial break. So stay tuned. We will be right back after these messages.
Everyone in the studio is taking a quick dance break. We'll be back after these brief commercial announcements.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
Are you sick and tired of not seeing consistent growth in your business and feel like you're spinning your wheels no matter how hard you keep working? If you're ready to finally do something about it so you can start enjoying your life more, then listen up. My name is William Meers, and I'm the founder of Meers Venture Productions and creator of the popular MVP strategy. And I'm prepared to reveal 3 of my most powerful business acceleration strategies with you when you pick up the phone and call me. Together, we can create that magical growth you've been chasing after. So what are you waiting for? Give me a call, 1-800-411-6472, and let's take your business to a whole new level.
It's the first dance of the rest of your life. So experience all the joy and capture your unity. These memories will last forever as pictures and stories passed on by family and friends. You deserve a perfect moment that focuses on the 2 of you. Give your guests the gift of shared heartbeats. This is your first family story, the first intimate embrace, and the first timeless accomplishment together. You're dancing for each other, so go ahead, take him into your arms.
The experience is so special. The Sophia and Sapphire experts are like dance superheroes. They make it fun, easy, and comfortable. They're professional, passionate, and have a playful company culture. No lesson is the same. They break it down, and the experience is tailored to you. The milestones are exciting. Fear and intimidation no more. It's like no other. Fill out the Get Started form and get started with the Sophia and Sapphire Dance Superheroes today.
Are you seeking a great way to rekindle the romance with your significant other? Increase your intimacy while also having fun? Spend some quality time and learn how to dance. Improve your verbal and nonverbal communications with your partner. Do it in a way that will both mentally and physically reconnect you with each other. Enhance the romance and the excitement. Spice up your relationship and learn to dance. Visit sophiainsapphire.com or call 1-888-640-0202 to discover your elixir. Why dance lessons, of course.
Hi, I'm Larry Harris from Las Vegas. I want you to know about my experience with Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire. I signed up for her 10-lesson dance challenge to gain confidence, to learn the skills, to look like I knew what I was doing. Sophia made learning how to dance fun and easy. It turned out that by the end of the challenge, I wanted more, so I continued on with more lessons. Since then, I've gained enough confidence to go out into the social scene and even ask strangers to dance. I've made new friends and feel good about myself. The challenge paid off. I finally became a babe magnet. Because after all, everyone knows girls like a guy who can dance. Thanks, Sophia.
Welcome back to Do You Wanna Dance? Once again, your host, Sophia in Sapphire.
Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live to the Do You Want to Dance radio show. Don't forget, you could find us online on sophiainsapphire.com for past episodes and downloads. Also, if you'd like to be invited to our classes, events, and meetups, please like Sophia in Sapphire on Facebook. Co-hosting with me today is Magic Al Jensen.
Yes, indeed. I want to give a shout out to one of your newest Do You Want to Dance Sophia and Sapphire dance students. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Marty Cruz Rand is listening to the Do You Want to Dance radio show. Marty Cruz, good to have you with us today. Wherever you are in the world, we look forward to having you back here in Las Vegas next week and taking part in Sophia and Sapphire's meetup group as well as those private dance lessons. So, Marty Cruz, great to have you listening in today.
Yeah, well, thank you for the shout out. Yeah, she's come on a few lessons with me, and we've been going over, the Latin styling and the
Right.
ladies technique, because she said she goes to these business conferences, and a lot of times there's some parties, in the evenings, and music is playing, people are
Sure.
dancing, and she is one of those that is not partaking in the dancing fun. So she said, Sophia, please show me how.
Exactly, and she's got some rhythm, doesn't she?
She does.
She's
She
got
picks
it.
up quite quickly. And, the cool thing is everything that we do together with her, you can do it with a partner or without. So it's like killing two
Awesome.
birds with one stone.
That's awesome. She's a great young lady, and glad to have her be a loyal listener and a Sophia in Sapphire follower.
Awesome. So today our special guest is William Meers. He's from Meers Venture Productions, known for his MVP strategy all over the world for its immediate profit results. Welcome back to the show, William.
Thank you.
So we stopped with the last segment talking about patience. But I think there's a lot to be said about that, because both from a student and teacher perspective, just like with a client and, a sensei perspective too. But anyways, so you have to be patient when you deliver information, and the receiver has to be patient when they trying to get it. So, being a beginner dancer and going on this dancing journey, any 2 cents on that?
Absolutely. Patience is again, very important. There is a way that you can influence that, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just about your patience. It's also, like you said, about the patience of the
Right.
person you're working with. And there are key phrases and things that you can say, things that you can do to kind of put people's mind at ease before they take on something they think is going to be stressful, and then in the end they really enjoy it because of the
Right.
results.
Right.
So those things are, for example, the phrase, "That's not a problem." I love that one. Anything you have, but I've got it. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not a problem. Just calm down.
Yeah.
We'll work through it, right? This
Very
is what we're going to
disarming.
do. So those things are very, very helpful in exuding patience in yourself and your clients.
Yeah, what's funny is a lot of times I see that stress, on private lessons when I'm teaching, or even in group class. And I see how the students, they're almost about to lose trust just because they're so frustrated and they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, And I have this confidence within. I know they're going to love the lesson by the end. And inside I'm just smiling because I'm like, they have no idea what's coming, because in just a few seconds, they're going to realize how to make it feel so good.
I remember being there not too long ago myself personally.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, the last lesson we had.
Tell us more.
I will. We were learning the dip.
That was yesterday.
Yes, that was yesterday.
So you know how to dip?
I know how to dip.
Now he does.
Awesome.
And he's been dipped.
And I've been
You've
dipped.
been dipped.
I have been dipped.
You can dip and be dipped.
I can dip and be dipped.
Awesome.
To dip or not be dipped.
Now, there's something to put on your resume.
So tell us a little bit more about that.
That was, at the beginning, very frustrating. I do what I can on the drive over to get really in character and focused on how my dancing lesson is going to go, what I'm going to gain from it. I'm going to make it awesome. It's going to be fun. And yesterday was just sort of an off day, not horrible, but we tackled a really difficult move, something that was very challenging. The dip is not an easy task to do properly, and there was just one little thing in my way, and I got so frustrated. But as soon as you showed me in a different way what that was and how to fix it, everything fell into place and clicked, and I was a dipping crazy maniac after that.
Dipping crazy maniac. What's funny is that I saw you, in the beginning, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this. This is too hard. This makes no sense. And I'm like, you're almost there. It's just a hair away. And it's just, those tiny little things. Sometimes it's the tiniest little different decision or approach or even explanation. Not everyone is the same kind of learner. So tailoring, communications to each other really helps to unveil the secret.
Oh, no doubt. Or that's true, or I wouldn't be dipping today. I would not be a dipper.
You would not be a dipper.
And you will be dipping today.
And I will be, yes.
Well, so
this evening.
tonight we will be at the Cosmopolitan Connections at Gene Wood's Racing Experience. And I'll be there. I'll have my banner. We'll be taking pictures. And we will be dipping with the guests.
All right.
All right. So William will be dipping the girls.
Oh, yes.
And I'll be dipped.
And you'll be dipped.
By the gentleman.
All right. Hey, I got a question. Can we bring it back to patience for just a moment?
Sure.
You know, I've danced with, I don't keep a number, but with a lot of women in my days. And I've noticed that some of them, you know, certainly know the footsteps and they know the moves and they know what to do. And sometimes there's a real connection and the rhythm is there and it feels good and it feels right and it just works. Others, even though they know the steps and they know the moves and they have the rhythm, it just doesn't feel like there's a connection. And I sometimes would get impatient, wanting there to be a fluidity. I wanted it to be a better connection. Is there anything that you can relate, perhaps, in that situation to a business situation as well? Absolutely.
I'm very selective, highly selective on who I choose to work with, based on a set of pre-qualifications that I have for who I do business with. So anything from, you know, how they do business, what their policies are, what their attitude is like. So there's a lot that goes into it, and I can relate that, much to dance. There's, you know, if you've got a poor attitude, you're not willing to learn, you're probably not going to be the best dance partner. Or if you just have different personalities that just don't mix sometimes, you know. That sometimes has been the case in business for me, yes. So
sure, I know that as a consultant, and is it fair to consider you as a consultant?
Absolutely.
I know as a consultant, and I've done numerous consulting gigs over the years, that the smartest thing you can do as a consultant is fire those clients to whom you do not connect with.
That's absolutely true.
Me too.
As well as dance instructor. If you've got those students who just, you know, don't get it or aren't coming along and just, you know, can't dance to the rhythm, then it's time to cut bait and move on to somebody else.
Oh, that's never been the case for me.
No, but in business.
My viewpoint, actually, absolutely. In my viewpoint, I agree with you, Al, 100%. The idea there is I want to serve the clients that I do have 100%.
Right.
And I can't do that if someone's not jiving with
not
me.
in unison and harmony, and
exactly
not dancing to the same drummer that you're dancing
That's
to, right?
exactly it.
Exactly.
So do you have an example or a client example?
Yeah, absolutely I do. I've got a few of them for you. I have a branding client that recently was able to take $1 million a year business and double that, but at the same time cut down on his employees, which he had 50 some odd employees working for him at the time. So he now has, it's him, his spouse, and a full-time virtual assistant. So 3 of them running a double revenue business with a fraction of the staff. Yeah. And his clients are, you know, really digging the new service and his deliverables I've been able to help him with. And I've been able to show him how to get in touch with people without, you know, spending tons and tons of money on advertising, just reaching out through his existing network.
So can you let us know what is a good fit for you? Who is a good possible candidate to be working with you?
Most any business owner that obviously has a great attitude. I love working with happy people. And if you're unhappy temporarily, I totally get it. If you were happy at one point, then we'll probably still be a good fit. I'm looking for people that are at that 6-figure level, but want to up their game to, you know, 7 figures or more. And that's right there in the sweet spot.
So if somebody wanted to get to know more, where can they find out more information?
I would encourage them to go to a website that I have that I've put together specially for Las Vegas, or Las Vegans, I guess I would say. I wouldn't say Las Vegasans, would I? I wouldn't say that. Okay.
You say whatever you want to.
So it's MVP highroller.com. So HIGH roller.com. MVP.com, MVPHighRoller.
Oh, I've been on your ride. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, the idea, the theme of high rollers is kind of where that comes from, yeah.
Or if anybody wanted to reach out on the telephone and call you, what number would they use?
They would use my 800 number.
Which is?
It is 800-411-6472.
Very good.
Thank you so much. So we have to cut out to our last commercial break. We will be right back after these messages, and you'll hear more on this.
Feel free to get up and dance while we take a quick break for these commercial messages.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
Are you funny? Do you want to be funnier? Want more laughs from your speech, business presentation, or act? I'm Big Magic Al Jensen, and in addition to being a radio show host, I perform my comedy magic act on stages across Las Vegas and cruise ships around the world. I've consulted and coached humorous speech contest winners, stage performers, and business professionals who want to bring more humor to their conversations and presentations. I can do the same for you with my program, Funny Just Got Easier. One-on-one coaching, group classes, and workshops are available. Whether you want to be funnier in front of an audience or just in conversation, Funny Just Got Easier is the simple and quick way to kick up your humor. Check out funnyjustgoteasier.com for more information on personal coaching and workshop dates. That's funnyjustgoteasier.com.
Hi, it's Sophia from Sophia in Sapphire, here with a personal invitation to join me every week for my How to Dance in Real Life Situations beginner class. Begin your journey from nerdy to flirty while you learn how to make dance more than just a one-time thing. Join my How to Dance in Real Life Situations meetup at meetup.com and visit sophiainsapphire.com for more information.
Are you sick and tired of not seeing consistent growth in your business and feel like you're spinning your wheels no matter how hard you keep working? If you're ready to finally do something about it so you can start enjoying your life more, then listen up. My name is William Meers, and I'm the founder of Meers Venture Productions and creator of the popular MVP strategy. And I'm prepared to reveal 3 of my most powerful business acceleration strategies with you when you pick up the phone and call me. Together, we can create that magical growth you've been chasing after. So what are you waiting for? Give me a call, 1-800-411-6472, and let's take your business to a whole new level.
Are you seeking a great way to rekindle the romance with your significant other? Increase your intimacy while also having fun? Spend some quality time and learn how to dance. Improve your verbal and nonverbal communications with your partner. Do it in a way that will both mentally and physically reconnect you with each other. Enhance the romance and the excitement. Spice up your relationship and learn to dance. Visit sophiainsapphire.com or call 1-888-640-0202 to discover your elixir. Why dance lessons, of course.
The experience is so special. The Sophia in Sapphire experts are like dance superheroes. They make it fun, easy, and comfortable. They're professional, passionate, and have a playful company culture. No lesson is the same. They break it down, and the experience is tailored to you. The milestones are exciting. Fear and intimidation no more. It's like no other. Fill out the Get Started form and get started with the Sophia in Sapphire Dance Superheroes today.
Hi, Sophia. It's Roxanne. I just wanted to let you know my husband and I wanted to do a first dance at our wedding, and we found Sophia in Sapphire online. We had a total of 10 lessons in 3 months and put together a routine that was easy for us to learn, tailored to our first song, and that made us look good at our wedding. Our wedding dance specialist from Sophia in Sapphire was amazing, patient, and taught us the dance moves progressively, and in a way that someone with no dance experience, like us, could still learn it and make it look great. Scheduling was flexible, and we were able to conveniently meet at a studio located closest to us. Thanks, Sophia.
Welcome back to Do You Wanna Dance? Once again, your host, Sophia in Sapphire.
Sophia in Sapphire.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your hostess, Sophia, and you're listening live to Do You Wanna Dance Radio. Don't forget, you could find us on sophiainsapphire.com. We've got a caller on the line. Let's welcome onto the show. Who's calling, please?
Hello, Dollface.
Oh, is this Crazy Bob?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, my
However,
goodness.
I've got a confession to make.
Well, confess
I
away.
wasn't able to listen today.
You what?
I wasn't able to listen today, but I got a good excuse.
What's that?
I was cutting a rug in the office.
Cutting the rug in the office. Well, I mean, if you've got any excuse, that's got to be a good one.
Well, I do have to say that the last couple of minutes that I tuned in here, I got to tell you that that William character, what a brain on that boy.
That's right. What a brain. And the guy can dance, too.
The
Wow.
man can dance, that's what I hear.
That guy can dance. Well, hey, Bob, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate you calling. And, keep tuning in. We'd love to hear from you next week as well.
Well, with this being the 20th, then that means that next week's the 21st. So I might be a little snookered.
You might be a little snookered. Okay, don't quit your day job. All
I
right.
don't quit my day job. Thank
All right.
you.
All right,
We got to go to
Bob.
another caller.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bob. We got another caller online. Who's online with us? Hello.
Hi, this is Mari Cruz.
Hi, Mari Cruz. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
What's up?
Absolutely. Well, I'm actually in Florida, and I'm getting ready for a conference where I'm going to be able to use.
You're going to be able to use?
No. I think the connection is spotty.
Okay. Well, we're
but
sorry.
she is in Florida on a conference, and she is going to be doing some of the moves that we learned.
That is
on the
awesome
lesson.
because she's come to some of your meetups and taken some
She's
private
taking
dance lessons.
private dance lessons, and we're learning, the ladies styling Latin movements because she says a lot of these parties have Latin music.
And if she's in Florida, there's going to be some good Latin
Ooh,
music
la,
going
la.
on down there. That's for sure.
I thought you were going to say, there's going to be some good Latin men down there.
I'm going to leave that line to you. I'll leave that line to you. So, what do you got going on tonight, Sophia?
So tonight there's an awesome event at the go-kart racetrack. It's called the Gene Woods Racing Experience, and Yvette Auger is putting it on with Cosmopolitan Connections. She puts on a networking event every week, and I'll be there with a banner, dressed up, and we are going to start with the night taking pictures and dipping the guests.
Doing some dips, dip the guests, and let the guests dip you as well.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Perhaps you'll join us out.
You know what? I think I'm going to make it out there tonight to the Gene
You
Woods
do
Racing
think
Experience.
so.
Where's that located?
That is located on East Sunset Road, 121 East Sunset.
Just east of Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yes,
in
and
the
it's
sports complex.
It's not far from Town Square.
Right. So that's a great event. We always love the Cosmopolitan Connections, and Yvette does a great job, and we're expecting lots of people out there tonight. There's going to be some live bands, as I understand, and there's going to be some free food and discounted go-kart racing. It's going to be a blast.
Lots of fun.
That's
Lots
right.
Of fun. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, William Meers.
Oh, you're welcome.
Any last shout-outs there?
No, just thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Yep, and thanks to Diane Fox for blogging live or posting live
Yes, thank
on
you
our
so much.
website. That's awesome. We love doing that.
All right, everybody. Make sure you tune in next week at 4 p.m. for the Do You Want to Dance radio show. I'll check you later.
Thanks for listening to Do You Wanna Dance? Tune in again next week for more interviews, advice, and insight into how you could go from nerdy to flirty and learn how simple it is to turn your dreams into reality. On the Do You Wanna Dance radio show, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Views and opinions expressed on this program were those of the hosts and guests and did not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio, its affiliates, or its parent